We were discussing on the previous turn as to how Prospero was recalling Ariel as to how that old witch Sycorax tortured him. He was recalling him that we discussed regarding the difference between servant and slave also, although it is not asked, but still I clarified you. Like Shakespeare had created a vast difference between servant and slave. He said that he is his slave, that is Ariel is his slave, and he was the servant to Sycorax. And for thou was a spirit too delicate to act her earthy abhorred commands. And what he said? He said that Ariel was too delicate to listen to her base commands. Abode is ugly, mean, base. So Ariel was too delicate to listen to her base commands. Refusing her grand haste, she did confine thee by the help of her more potent ministers. Now, what she had done? When Ariel refused, in order to listen to the commands of Sycorax, when Ariel refused to listen to the commands of Sycorax, what she had done? With the help of potent ministers, with the help of her efficient ministers, and in her unmitiable rage, in her uncontrollable anger, into a cloven pine. So, in her most unmitiable rage, in a cloven pine, within which rift imprisoned you did painfully remain a dozen years. And what she had done, she had confined you in a cloven pine tree. She had confined you in a cloven pine tree, within which rift imprisoned, and you remained over there in the trunk of pine tree. You remained over there in the trunk of pine tree and suffered with pain for 12 long years. Suffered with pain for 12 long years, within which space she died. And during that duration she died. During that duration she died and left thee there. And you were there within the cloven pine tree confined. You were there within the cloven pine tree confined, where you did vent thy groans as fast as a mill wheel's strike. When you did groan, जब तुम जोर जोर से चिल्लाया करते थे, तो ऐसा महसूस होता था कि विंड के जो कि मिल के जो व्हील्स हैं वो स्ट्राइक कर रहे हैं. This was this island, and this was this island. So here he discussed as to how Sycorax, within her most unmitiable rage, within her most unmitiable anger, had confined this Ariel into the cloven pine tree with the help of her potent ministers. And what she had done, she confined this Ariel in a cloven pine tree, and he remained over there for 12 long years. And he used to groan, he used to cry. The way he used to groan, the way he used to cry, what happened? It seemed as if the wheels of the mill, are striking. Then was this island safe for the sun? That she little hear. And on this island, she left her son. On this island, she left her son. A freckled whelp hag born, not honored with a human shape. A freckled whelp, a freckled is an ugly creature. An ugly creature, hag born by the witch. Hag born by the witch, not honored with the human shape. Not honored with the human shape. Now here he is discussing regarding Caliban. Here he is discussing regarding Caliban. He was not at all honored with the human shape. We know that Caliban was half fish and half man. We know that Caliban was half fish and half man. So what he is saying? He is saying that on this island, there was Caliban, who is the son of Sycorax, hag born of which, not honored with the human shape. He is not honored with the human shape. Human shape in the sense we know that Caliban was half man and half fish. Ariel, yes, Caliban, her son. Now Ariel is really recalling. He says what? He says, yes, it was Caliban, her son. Yes, it was Caliban, her son. Prospero, dull thing I say so. Caliban, whom now I keep in service, thou best know what torment I did find thee in. Thy groans did make wolves howl and penetrate the breast of ever angry bears. It was a torment to lay with the damned which Sycorax could not again undo. It was a dull thing in the sense now he is, taking a pause. He took a pause as to Ariel had forgotten all such stuff. As to Ariel had forgotten as to what Prospero had done for him. He that Caliban whom I now keep in service. Now again he is describing that servant is more in a pathetic condition than a slave. So what he says? He says that her son Caliban is now a servant to me. Her son Caliban is now a servant to me. Thou best know what torment I did find thee in. You should know what torment I did find thee in, as to through what tormentous life he is going through, as to what tormentous life that is full of difficulties he is going through. Thy groans did make the wolves howl. एंड वेन यू वर कन्फाइंड इन क्लोवन ट्री. अब यहाँ पे वो डिस्कस कर रहा है एरियल के बारे में. When you were confined in the cloven tree, thy groans did make the wolves howl. When you shouted, when you cried, when you shouted, when you cried, even the wolves howled. Listening to your cries, listening to your howling sound, even the wolves they used to emit the crying sound and penetrate the breast of ever angry bears. Even the angry bears who are too wild enough to be controlled, even your sound knocked the breasts of these angry bears. It was a torment to lay upon the damned witch Sycorax. It was a torment, it was really a turmoil in life. The turmoil in life to lay upon the damned witch Sycorax, and to which was created by damned witch Sycorax, which was created by damned witch Sycorax, and that Sycorax could not undo the things whatever she has done. That Sycorax could not undo the things that she had done. It was mine art, and it was because of my art. When I arrived and heard thee, that made gape that wine let thee out. It was my art when I arrived and heard you, when I listened to you, that made gape that pine and let thee out. I opened the trunk of the pine tree and let you out. I opened the trunk of the pine tree and let you out. Dull thing I say so. He took a pause, and what he said, Caliban, whom now I keep in service, you recognize Caliban, he is now my servant. Thou best know what torment I did find thee, and you know this very well, as to with what tortures he is suffering. Thy groans did make wolves howl. With your groans, even the wolves howled, even the wolves they cried, and penetrate the breasts of ever angry bears. And your groaning sounds, it knocked in the breast of ever angry bear in the sense bear who are beyond control. Even the groaning sound of Ariel had penetrated through the heart of theirs. It was torment to lay upon the damned which Sycorax could not again undo. It was really again a torture that whatever Sycorax had done, she could not undo the things. It was mine art. When I arrived, I heard thee, that maid gave the pine and let thee out. When I arrived over there, I heard you, that made the gape pine and let thee out. And what I have done, I have opened the pine tree and let you out. Ariel, I thank thee, Master Prospero. If thou more murmur, I will rend an oak and peg thee in the knotty entrails, till thou hast halted 12 winters. Now Prospero is again angry with Ariel. So what he says, that if you will be reluctant to do my service, if you will be reluctant to do my service, I shall peg you in the knotty entrails of the oak tree. I shall peg you in the knotty entrails of the oak tree, and till you will stay over there for 12 long winters. Till you will stay over there for 12 long winters. If you murmur, if you will speak more, I will rend an oak. I will open an oak and insert you in the knotty entrails of the oak tree till you stay over there for 12 long years.